Welcome to our fourth part of Nernst distribution law. Here we are discussing different cases of Nernst distribution law, and first we are already discussed case 1, that is association of solute in one of the solvent. In this lecture we are going to discuss case 2, that is dissociation of solute in one of the solvent. Consider our system. Two solvents Ca, B, solvent A and solvent B, that is two immiscible solvents A and B. X is our solute. X distribute itself into immiscible solvents, solvent A and solvent B. That is X. Here phase 1, in this solvent here there is no dissociation of solute. In solvent B the solute undergo dissociation to form, it dissociate to Y plus Z, that is in solution. The total concentration of solute in solvent A is Ca and total concentration of solute in concentration is Cb. If it is dissociate, okay, that is Cb into 1 minus alpha is equal to C B alpha into Cb alpha. It is the so X dissociate to form Y plus Z, Cb into 1 minus alpha is equal to Cb alpha into Cb alpha. X undergo dissociation, where alpha is the, what is alpha? Alpha is the degree of dissociation. Alpha is the degree of dissociation of solute X in phase 2. Then according to Nernst distribution law, the ratio of concentration of solute in solvent A by solvent B is a constant. In this particular case, if a solute undergoes dissociation, our Nernst distribution law becomes Ca by Cb into 1 minus alpha is equal to a Kd or is equal to a constant. That is the Nernst distribution law. If one of the solute undergo dissociation in one of the solvent. Here in phase 1 solvent A there is no dissociation, the total concentration is Ca. In phase 2 it undergo dissociation with Y plus Z, the concentration Cb, and alpha is the degree of dissociation. Our Nernst equation becomes Ca by Cb into 1 minus alpha equal to Kd. That is the case 2, when a solute undergo dissociation in one of the solvent. This Nernst distribution law.